Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Uh, I am Hermawan. On, on this occasion, I will present our article, little the effect of POGIL learning model on self-efficacy reviewed from the early mathematic ability of student in junior high school, Jakarta North. Okay. The success of learning mathematics in the cognitive domain is also influenced by the affective domain. On the affective domain relate to the psychology of students in learning mathematics is self-efficacy. Many factor influence students' mathematical self-efficacy. One of which is the learning model. Taking from the learning steps, the POGIL learning model is felt to be able to increase the self-efficacy of students. And formulation of the problem or article for problem. Problem 1. Is there a difference in mathematical efficacy between students who take mathematical learning in the POGIL learning model and the student who take conventional learning? And problem 2. Is there an interaction relative between the learning model and student initial mathematical ability and student mathematical self-efficacy? And problem 3. In the group of students who have high initial mathematical ability, is there a difference in the mathematical self-efficacy of students who take mathematical learning in the POGIL learning models and the student who take conventional learning? And the problem in this article, in the problem, in the group of students who have low initial mathematical ability, is there a difference in the mathematical self-efficacy of students who take mathematical learning in the POGIL learning models and students who take conventional learning? And then research method research in our article. Quantitative research. For research and quantitative research, method research and quantitative research in design of the research. Design of the research, we make two class for research. One class for experiment class. This is second class for control class. For experiment class, we have treatment because experiment class will be the experiment and treatment POGIL and final test, and the control class no treatment and final test. Experiment, treatment, final. Control, no treatment, final. Okay, conventional for control. Okay, the analysis of data. The analysis technique used in the in this study was two-way ANOVA analysis, two-way ANOVA with a 2x2 treatment by level factorial experiment design. After, if there is an interaction, a future test is performed, namely the t-test. In order for hypothesis testing to be carried out, it is necessary to conduct an analysis prerequisite test, namely the normality test and the homogeneity test. After the data were declared normal and homogeneous, the next two-way ANOVA analysis was performed and the test continued. Result and discussion. The result of the cell efficacy test of student okay. Result and discussion. The result of the cell efficacy test of student were given the POGIL learning treatment is many is example or 40. Student obtained a minimum score 57, a maximum score of 85, an average score of 69, 69.45, and a standard deviation of 7, 592. While the result of the self-efficacy test, students were given conventional learning treatment, where 40 students obtained a minimum score of 50, maximum score of 79, and average score of 63.35, and a standard deviation of 6.35. Now, and solution for problem 1, we see table 2, the test result. The result of the count 3, egg to 6, high 19908, the table, and the handle is reject. This means that is increase in mathematical efficacy of students are treated with the POGIL learning model is high. Then students we are treated with conventional learning model. Okay. For problem 2, solution hypothesis for problem 2. Result for problem 2. In figure, we see a line to line for two line. It can be concluded that there is a significant interaction between the learning model and the initial mathematical ability to self-efficacy. For problem 2, and for problem 3, result for problem 2, table 3, the test result. This is significant 0, 0, 0, significant 0, significant total. We see significant total, and the result of the count for 553 I 202 40 the table, then who handle is reject. This show the that the mathematical efficacy of students who are given POGIL learning treatment is high, and then students who are given conventional learning in the group that have high initial mathematical ability. Nah, for problem 4, result table 4, it is result. The result of the reject criteria for Hanol, we see significant total 0, 6, 4 and 0, 6. Okay. The result of the reject criteria for Hanol are taken low, negative the table, and get taken high negative table. Then Hanol is safe. Likewise, in the significant value is 0.064 and the level alpha 0.05, because the significant value is more than the significant level, then Hanol is safe. This means that there is no difference in mathematical self-efficacy in students who are given POGIL treatment with students who are given conventional treatment in group who have low initial mathematical ability. And conclusion, conclusion, uh, conclusion 1, the POGIL learning model has a positive influence on increasing student self-efficacy. And conclusion 2, learning model and early mathematical ability together have an influence on the self-efficacy. The POGIL learning model has a positive influence on student self-efficacy in the group of students who have high come. In the group of students who have low initial mathematical ability, there is no significant difference in student self-efficacy between students who are taught using the POGIL and conventional learning model. Okay, thank you for attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.